guys, welcome back to my channel, Rooted with Locks. I am back here just showing you guys my journey, what I do in my garden, in my small space here in Maryland and in my garden space in North Carolina. Today I just wanted to share with you guys this composter that I got. I got it for Christmas. I wanted to go ahead and get it put together. Today is January 20th. And if you guys don't know, in this area we are expecting a lot of snow. I think 4 to 5 inches on Saturday and 18 to 22 inches or something like that on Sunday. So not sure if this is a good time to get this started, but I am going to do that anyway. And hopefully try to find somewhere on the balcony. I might have to rearrange some stuff to get this to fit. I'm not sure. I kind of did a little bit of measuring before I found it. Like I said, it was given to me for Christmas, but I, obviously suggested which one I wanted. But I did a little bit of measuring, and when I did that measuring, my garden was kind of organized a little differently. So I will have to figure out how to get that started or how to get that set up. But this is the tumbler that I got. I'll link it in the description below. If you guys have any tips, any recommendations, if you guys see me doing something that's probably not the best, like I said, I am not an expert gardener. I'm not here to give advice. I wouldn't say I'm a beginner gardener, but I'm just doing what I feel like is okay to do. I try to do a lot of research. So we're going to get this started. Okay, you guys, so now that the composter is put together, I have to figure out where I'm going to put it. So you guys will get to see a little bit of my space out here. It's really cold. I should probably put on a jacket, but I'm just going to be out here really quickly. I just wanted to show you guys my space and where I'm thinking about putting the composter. So right now it's a little bit of a mess. I have some of this stuff covered up. So here is a garden bed here, or a raised bed here. And then I just have a bunch of grow bags that are currently covered, my garlic and onions. So if I can step back some, this is pretty much my space here. Very limited. I have this furniture kind of here, so limited on the space. I do have a backyard, but I also have 2 dogs. So I don't want them, you know, getting into any of my stuff or peeing or pooping on it. And then as you can see, it doesn't really get too much sunlight down there. And then obviously underneath the deck, there's not much sun exposure. So I don't want to grow anything down there. That would give me more space. But right now, I'm just kind of keeping it up in this balcony area. So I'm thinking of putting the composter here. I'm thinking that I was going to have it over in this corner here, or maybe if it fits on that corner here. I do have this birdhouse here that's kind of being kept up by a needle and a thread. But no, it's being kept up by some zip ties and some string. So that might move. We have this grill here, but having the grow bags keeps it so that I can move things around. So that's convenient. But yeah, I'm thinking this might be where I put the composter. So I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna stick it out here, and then I'm gonna start trying to fill it up. And then I'll show you guys that process. All right, you guys, so I've brought the composter out here. For now, move some things around. I moved my onions and my garlic. So those are over there now. And then just kind of move these guys out the way for now. So yeah, and then once it's a little warmer, I will uncover all of these guys and show you kind of what's growing under there. I haven't looked under there in a little bit, so hopefully things are still alive, but I will get to show you guys. All right, you guys, so I have my composter ready here. I have some food scraps and some cardboard here. My understanding is you just need to have a good combination of both greens and browns. Greens being stuff like food scraps, like fruits and vegetables, grass clippings, stuff like that. And for browns, you can have like newspaper, cardboard, leaves, all can be added to this. And then I would need to add just like a little bit of water and a little bit of used soil, or if I already had compost, I can add a little bit in there. I think I'm going to start just one. From what I've been seeing, people like the dual chambers, I would have one get started to where I'm just constantly adding stuff to it. And then once that's like ready to use, I'll have another one to kind of start a new pile. So that I have one chamber that I can keep adding to all the time. And then once one's ready, I can use from that and not keep adding to that. That's kind of my understanding of that. So hopefully this goes well. So I just have a couple of food scraps. I honestly don't know what some of this is. So I'm just gonna dump that in here. We're gonna start on the left side here. So that's some onions, it looks like. And then this has a bunch of stuff in it, which actually some of it I need to take out of bags. This is actually kind of gross. I should probably have gloves on, but you know. So dump all that out. Oh, that needs to come out. Ew. So this has a bunch of fruits and vegetables, coffee grounds, eggshells, onions, garlic. And I Googled pistachio shells. I was eating a lot of pistachios, so I said that you can use that. Hopefully that's true, because they're gonna go in there. And then I'm just gonna kind of layer everything. So do a good portion of that. Oh, this needs to come out actually. I also had a can of pumpkin puree. I made my dogs some dog treats. That went bad in the fridge. So, and that's molding. Apparently that's good to be able to add to your compost. All right, so I'm gonna grab a spoon for this, but rest of that is trash. And then I have a bag. This is a full bag of cardboard that's been shredded. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. Bag of more food scraps. I've seen some things that say use citrus, some say don't. I'm gonna add it in here because I have it. Hopefully it doesn't do any harm, but we'll find out, I guess. And I've seen different stuff on ratios to use, like half and half is, you know, simplest, I guess. And then stuff like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio of browns to greens. And that's pretty much just to keep your composter from smelling or attracting rodents and stuff like that. And I don't want that, obviously, especially up here on a balcony. I probably don't get as much as far as rodents and things like that, but you know, I guess birds and squirrels and stuff like that can be attracted. So I'm gonna get all of this added in here because it's been taking up space in my refrigerator. Whoops. So I wanna get it out. And if anybody has any recommendations on like a good way to store your kitchen scraps without taking up a bunch of refrigerator space, please comment below. Let me know, help me out. Okay, and then I don't think I'm gonna put all of this in there. I'm gonna put some more of this in here, mix it up, and see what it looks like, and go from there. Oh, and then it has this little stopper. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it keeps it from spinning while I'm adding to it. So I'm gonna unsnap that. Take a peek. I think it looks okay. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I have more cardboard if I need to add. I have more kitchen scraps. Well, I don't have more kitchen scraps, but I can continue to save more kitchen scraps. I have pistachio shells, like I mentioned. So if I need to add to it, I will. But I think it's good. We'll find out. Let me spin it a couple more times. Yeah, so I think that's good. I'm cold, so I'm gonna go inside. But like I said, if you guys have any recommendations, any other things that I should add, any ratios of greens to browns that have worked for you, if you think that this might fit in a different spot any better, please comment down below. Let me know, help me out. Oh, you guys, so I did forget one other thing to add in here that I mentioned, I think, earlier. But I have some soil out here, so I'm gonna add some of this to the compost as well. I have a solo cup out here, so I'm gonna use that and just toss some of this soil. There's roots and things in here. So this is soil that I had from my summer garden after digging some things up or harvesting things. There honestly might be some seeds in here. I think some marigold seeds, deadheaded, and are in here, but I don't know. Because it's cold out here, I know that this is gonna take a lot longer than it would if it was warm. But hopefully the sun kind of warms it up a little bit. If we do get a lot of snow, it'll be buried under snow, so maybe it'll kind of keep warm under the snow. I don't know, but at least something's been started. Things can start breaking down, even though they'll break down slowly. It's just an update on the seeds that we started last week. Nothing from the parsley yet. And our rosemary has started sprouting a little. I think I saw these come up about 2 days ago. Usually, from what I've been seeing, that you're supposed to uncover these once they sprout up. But since they're so small and they just kind of started sprouting, I'm going to keep them covered a little longer just so that the soil doesn't dry out. And then I will uncover them. I still have my basil, my parsley. If anybody has any recommendations, I'm not sure why these, I think I was reading into some of these, they turn purple, I guess, for lack of fertilization. So maybe I just need to pot them and start fertilizing them. And then my lettuce here seem to be thriving. I might need to pot these as well. I don't have any bigger like seed trays like this, and it's too cold, I think, for them to go outside, even though I do have some lettuce out in the raised bed outside. So if I pot these, I might just pot them in some cups, like red solo cups or something like that.